Hey guys, good morning. How are you? So y'all was like, what is Yessayana doing? I did this mask of this green clay that I brought. It's got like Benetton in it. Let me see what it got in there. Hold on. So it's this stuff right here, guys. Aztec Secret Health and Beauty Green Clay. This is what I use. This is what I'm using on my skin. New product. So it's for body wraps, facials, acne, body wraps, clay baths, foot soaks, chilled clay for knee packs, handy for insect bites. Enjoy the benefits of clay in your own home. Beautify and refresh. Just as Cleopatra. They said Cleopatra used this clay back in the days. It's supposed to be an ancient beauty ritual. So this is Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay, world's most powerful facial. It has been a calcium bentonite. Calcium bentonite is in here. See? I don't see if you could see it. This is bad. That's bad. But just believe me. I don't like to say trust me, but believe me, this has it in there. See, it's right here. They said you could drink this stuff too, but I won't do that. So, guys, I'm about to do an early morning breakdown before I go for my walk. It's in regards to Dr. Richey's footage. You know, the Indisputed Truth with Dr. Richey. What is his channel called? Let me see. Excuse me. Looking like Judge Mathis. He ain't though. He looks like him a little. Favors him. So it's Indisputable with Dr. Richey. That's what we're watching right now, right? This guy right here. We're going to listen to his footage. And I'm going to do actually a reaction video to it. It's called A Man of God Calls Cops on a Family. Let's break down that title. Let's break down that title. A Man of God Calls the Police on a Family. The family happens to be black and a man of God is white. You would think that with all of this stuff happening between black people and police officers, that a man of God will call the police on these people. He's more like a Ken. You understand? You got Karen and you got Ken. Okay? But some of them too is called Karens too. They call them men Karens too. But my point is this, guys. He couldn't resolve that matter without the police getting involved. And then these people was paying really good money for their children to attend this institution. You understand? And he acting like he owns it, and the people are supporting him and backing him. And this is the fucking problem with a lot of institutions. The get along, the go along, get along gang. The go along, get along gang. I realize what it is with them. Guess what it is with them? Hear nothing. See nothing. Say nothing. Even when you see the big ass elephant in the room, You are playing blind with good vision. And that's the facts with the go along, get along game. So here's another person that I guess an incident occurred the day before. So the parents are returning back to the school just to, get some documents for their son. I guess their son was told that he cannot return to school until he is vaccinated. It's an all Catholic school. These parents are paying good money. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to get ready to play the video. And if you want to find out more information on the subject matter or this video, you can always go to the Indisputable with Dr. Richey, who is a professor and a former, a past high school teacher. He said that himself. So,
sure, had a Black Lives Matter banner in her classroom. Well, the school decided to discipline her, put her under investigation for unrelated mess, and then they put her in the warehouse. Clear retaliation, right?
Oh, well, wait a minute. Hold on.
This now has to pay her $300,000.
Good.
Let me bring.
But that's not what I want. Hold on. Okay, it says a man of God calls cops on a family. That's a different video, but this is the one I'm talking about.
At a religious school in Boca
Raton, Florida.
The school's white leader is caught on camera. Now, this is supposed to be the man of God.
The man of God.
The man of God is caught on camera screaming at Black parents of a student that attends the institution. That leader, identified as Brother Daniel Albin, is heard on camera ordering that the Boca Raton police be called to the scene of something that wasn't even a crime.
That's the whole thing. You're calling the police and nothing really happened. It wasn't really a crime. You understand what I'm saying? What was the purpose of you calling the police, man of God? That's why God said He's going to judge us first, the people of God first, the one running around creating all of these laws but not following them. Now, this man should have been a man of peace. He should have been more understanding. You understand? He should have been more humble. He's supposed to carry himself a certain way. You understand? But no, he want to go and call the police and come out like Cameron. Yeah, you freaking Urkel. You make me sick. Okay? Come on now.
The reason why he wanted them to come to the scene is because the parents arrived to obtain the child's distance learning schedule and his parking pass.
So the parents went to the school to learn get the curriculum, basically. Learn the distance studying package or whatever that is, and to get his parking pass. So that's why the parents was at the school. The kid wasn't there, so the parents went to pick up their kid's curriculum, their child's curriculum. And that's why this whole incident occurred with, I don't know, the headmaster calling the police. It's a damn shame what's going on out here. Even when you paying for educations and shit. Just people thinking that they can talk to you any kind of way. I'm happy I'm not a professional. To a certain extent, I am. But sometimes some people need a good fucking green foot in their ass. You understand? Like, call the police. Call the police, bitch. Shut the fuck up. And then, the husband go and talk to him. And call the police. Call the police. Woo.
Your brother, Albin,
better call that ghetto cousin up.
That he is now going to permanently expel the student. The family believes this is because the student is Black. Here's the video.
Hey, Oh, sir, nobody was there.
Shut that off now.
Nobody was there.
I'm not leaving.
Who raised you?
I am not
a man of God. You raised a woman. Who raised you, bro? Who raised you? You call yourself a man of God? You call yourself a man of God and you raise your voice at a woman? You raise your voice at your wife like that?
Everybody,
I'm not your child.
I'm his son, and I'm doing that now.
I'm not your
He's all
child.
other goes to school.
I'm not your child.
Look at Cameron, guys.
I'm not your child.
You know, let me pause this. So now the husband's like, you know, man, you could talk to me better than that. You understand I'm not your child. Do you raise your voice at your wife like that? Good question. You don't know how to, it's early in the morning. What you want 1,000 for early in the damn morning? You ain't even call these people in your office, okay, and have a freaking private discussion with them regarding any matter. Now, if they would have yoked you up in your office, then I could understand you calling the police. But just going in at it like a Karen and shit, call the police. Man, sit your ass down somewhere. What's wrong with you? Okay, let's finish watching the man of God cut up. I got like a damn Karen out here in this world. I've seen better. Shout out to Father George. Father George was better behaved than him. God damn it. What's wrong with this man in a Catholic school cutting up like that? Let's finish watching.
I want to hear your side of the story.
My son was instructed not to come back to school until he has a negative COVID test. So we left him home. We came here today to get his schedule and his parking pass. As soon as the young man came out, and I have it recorded, he must have, no, we're going to stay right here. He must have assumed that we were here for what occurred yesterday about my son. I left my son home. So he immediately started screaming at us and said, I don't know why you're here. Leave.
Let's put up a picture of this man of God so you can see him clearly. Okay? That's Brother Daniel Albin. There he is. The woman talking is the mother. Her name is Kay Early. Kay Early is also an attorney at law. Okay? She's an attorney at law. These parents were not being disruptive. These parents were being responsible, practicing the COVID mandate of the institution. These parents went there to be responsible to their child and get the distance learning package that must be picked up so that the child can keep up with the rest of the peers at the school. But this guy comes out.
This guy, let's go back on. Let me find his ass again. I don't think I got a good picture of him. I showed y'all a good picture of his ass. This guy.
There he is. The woman talking is the mother. Her name is Kay Early. Kay Early is also.
Wait a minute, we gotta see his face again.
So he immediately started screaming at us and said, I don't know why you're here. Leave.
Let's put up a picture of this man of God so you can see him clearly. Okay?
Man of God acting like
That's
this.
Brother Daniel Albin. There he is. The woman talking is the mother. Her name is Kay Early. Kay Early is also an attorney at law. Okay?
See?
She's an attorney.
See? There you go. You going after a person's child who studied the law, who is an attorney at law, who did not do anything. And you see, people, I want this to go out for all of you people who hate your own people, who hate their own skin color, who hate their own people. Now, whether he knew their profession or not, the fact that he just looked at them because they were black. And some people do know that you are, your profession, and still be like, fuck that nigga. And that's my whole point. You understand? That's my whole point right there. Whether they knew his family work status or her title, his mom's title, the fact they just looked at him because he was black. I believe that happened because I think that if he had an idea of who the parent was and the child was, or maybe the guy was just upset because the guy went to school and he had COVID. I don't know what was the issue here where the guy came out yelling at this woman and this family where her husband had to intervene as a man and say, hold up, wait a minute. Check that motherfucker. Sometimes you gotta beat them with your mouthpiece. Do the least in the most. That's why I know I can't put my hands on a person and I won't threaten them. But I'll read them their motherfucking rights like that guy did Karen. Let me see. Let me get that up here too. Talking about this is an old ass Karen. These people just don't learn. If you want to see the rest of that video, you can always go to the Indisputable with Dr. Richey. Hold on. I'm gonna find that other video. It was on TikTok where the guy read the chick her rights. It's only audio, okay? This is why people have no respect for people and talk to them a certain way. You understand? I swear if it wasn't for some of these professionals, some of them other people wouldn't even talk to you, and I prefer it that way. Okay? I think you know. Hold on. We're trying to find a TikTok video. You know I love my TikTok. I was like, oh, I gotta get on this. I gotta get on this. My girl did it, Princess Hampton. Shout out to her. Shout out to Princess Hampton. Okay, let me find that. This one, y'all heard it.
Go back to Oakland, right? Let me tell you, your dusty, dirty, dingy, mannequin built ass son. You don't tell me where the fuck to go when you leave.
Okay, hold on. I'm trying to find the soundtrack on that one. Hold on.
Right there. You told me to go.
This right here. This is why people, because this was this idiot, okay? This was this idiot talking, telling a black man to go back to Alameda, California, okay? And she's an old lady. Don't play. Listen to this. Hold on. Let me get a whole enchilada for y'all guys. Okay.
Right there. You told me to go back to Oakland, right? Let me tell your dusty, dirty, dingy, mannequin built ass son. You don't tell me where the fuck to go. When you leave your house, you old stanky ass lady, you are in the world. So you don't tell me to go back to Oakland. You take your great pussy ass to Oakland. Get your funky mass ass to Oakland. You got a whole COVID-19 fit on with your dusty ass. You the reason why this shit is here. And you got a senior citizen spit on your motherfucking sweater telling somebody to go to Oakland.
I'm talking for a minute.
Huh?
Can you control your mouth for
You
1
need to
minute?
control your ass because it stinks. You need to go get in the wheelchair. Get your old funky ass about here and tell somebody to go back to
I'm 80 years old.
You're an Ellen. Okay, I'm not getting something years old. Your age don't matter. It seems like you're racist. Because you see me run by and you tell a black person to go back to Oakland. So it's black people in Oakland, right? Ain't no black people in Alameda?
There's more white people who live in
All right,
Oakland.
get your dusty, wrinkle bag, trash face having ass up out of here then. Don't tell no black person to go back to Oakland. You can't tell me where to go, all right? I'm fucking grown.
Okay. I second his emotion.
You told me to go back to Oakland, right?
I'm grown. Okay? I'm grown. How dare you talk to me like that? And she proved his point. He said, you seem like you racist. There's no black people in Alameda. It's more white people in Alameda than black. Here go Mr. Whatever, Mr. Godly man calling the police on these people. Why? Why is it the older people running around doing this shit? They ain't senile, and it's so sad because you know who's always taking care of their old ass? Not blacks, but them damn Haitians, who is colored people. Why would you sit up here being a man of God? I would pull my kid out of that school. I would pull my child out of that school. I would, because I wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that you can use my skin color as a weapon against me. And I'm paying for it. And you didn't even have the decency, common decency or courtesy to come and speak to me. You understand? You yelling at me. Now, this is how people get in trouble and catch cases and lose their jobs. If she was a ratchet, and he knows she wasn't no ratchet. See, a ratchet mother would have been up there and she would have been put her hands on that motherfucking teacher. Okay? See, a woman who be like, fuck it, you messing with my child? And that's what they do. This is not the first case where I've heard a student have attended an all-white school and the kids is calling them out their name. They're being harassed by the children. The teachers, oh, they're just kids, until somebody get their ass whooped. Everybody's a kid until someone get their ass whooped. Until you have to go to war with these motherfuckers. Okay? Everybody's a kid then. Oh, you gotta dismiss it. But my kid gotta be on the end of your kid talking shit and bullying them. My kid's a good kid. Never. Some of these kids out here, they never get into fights. They're honorable students. They do the right thing. They don't embarrass their parents. And this is what you subject them to. This is what you subject them to. That lady is an attorney, okay? And then they had the audacity to tell her they're going to reinstate her child going back to school. Oh, first, it's okay for this man to humiliate my child and tell them and expel my child in front of everybody, whoever's there, because now the rumor mill is starting, whoever's there. So now my child have to be embarrassed. And then I get a call from the archdiocese or whoever is over them telling me I'm going to reinstatement. I'm supposed to be happy about that shit. I'm supposed to be happy because you send your kid to one of them charter schools in the hood. That's why we got charter schools in the hood. One of them good public schools in the hood. Excuse me. One of them good charter schools in the hood. Take your kid out of there. Don't pay for your kid to be disrespected, ma'am. I remember I went to a school, and they was, oh my gosh, they were horrible, guys. They were horrible to me. They was calling me a prostitute. The teacher, I came in the classroom and heard this motherfucker telling, because it was a trade school. And I was probably the only female in that course and in that program and in that class. And I was studying for electricity. And I walked in the class and I overheard the teacher telling the kids that I'm going to find me a sugar daddy. Big, fat, sloppy, stewy looking motherfucker. Talking about, I'm going to find me a sugar daddy. So I'm going to pay X amount of dollars to just go on a work site and find me a sugar daddy. Man, I want to spit in that man's face. I think I cussed his ass out too, guys. And then he had everybody from the hood all getting, all the black kids, all the kids was actually getting in on it. And shit. But I didn't give a fuck. I had my people walk up in there like, yo, bitch. I had them to do some motherfucking a Bronx tail on their ass, lock the goddamn doors. Yeah, go lock that shit. Walk them through the back doors and shit. Don't ever fucking play with me, bitch. Don't ever fucking play with me. I don't care. I'll be down to bang out a bitch who thinks she can whoop my ass any day, every day, all day. Just to give you a fair one to show you. I will give you that fade. I will give you that fade. It's a lot of disrespectful older people out here, but younger people towards older people too. But me, I will give you the fade, man. I ain't playing with you. I will smack you like goddamn Talanucci be telling them motherfuckers, you's a sucker. I will smack the shit out of you. You understand what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Don't play with me. You know what I mean? Because something about a motherfucker playing with you will have someone losing their reflexes. You understand? Don't play with me. Some people play with you, man. They're disrespectful and they're insulting. And then they run and they say, oh, it was her. They poked the bear. And then when the bear, oh, wanting to maul them. Oh, it was her. It was her. And it's like we're catching it from all angles. All angles. Why did this woman, who is an attorney's child, experience that? Why? Why? Why her child just couldn't go to school, or she couldn't just go pick up her kids' curriculum, for distance studying and get his parking pass? He can't be there, and then it's a catch-22, because if she can't go and get his curriculum, he fails. And now you paying for your child to be in school failing? Come on, man. See, that's why we have to set things up and create institutions. You feel me? That was wrong. Even the guy he's telling Cameron, like, yo, that man pulled over and was like, what, bitch? Go back to wherever he told her. I don't know where he said go back to, but you don't own shit and you steal shit. And when it comes to you know, the only reason loopholes are created is because people of other races was stealing. And they was like, they was stealing and they got caught, and they found a loophole for them to get out of that matter. You understand? Let me tell you something. The biggest one I seen thus that I experienced and I know about is when they stopped letting the foreigners in the country. They claimed the Mexicans was over here illegal aliens. So then they made a law where everybody had to prove citizenship. Well, guess who couldn't prove citizenship? It wasn't the Mexicans and the foreigners. Because people from Ireland, they're foreigners too. And guess who was having a problem when it came to renew their license? And they was trying to get the real ID because they couldn't prove their citizenship. They went into an uproar. The place is burnt down. I've been born here. I went to this country. I fought here. You might have done all of that, but all we're asking for is a birth certificate. Do you have that? Can you prove legal citizenship? Okay? Can you prove that? Somebody done gave them the fucking hookup. They got these fake ass passports out here. And now they can't prove citizenship. And they be the main ones. Want to call in, call everybody, call the goddamn US of A. Oh, give me another hookup. It's not like that anymore. Everything's now computerized. It's either you're on file, okay? You're on file with a legal document, including social security card, or you're not. You understand? See, they make laws, right? Thinking they hurting one group and race of people. And guess what? They be hurting their own people because their own people can't prove citizenship. Bye-bye, old ass that always tells someone to go back to somewhere. You getting sent the fuck back. Your own words are condemning you. You are getting out this country. Don't you know just as many of them ICE can go to their houses too? Don't you know ICE can go to some of your white partners' houses if they don't have legal documents to prove that they are citizens of the United States? It's not just the Mexicans that ICE can go and pick up. And if the news is what's the word I want to say? Because it's the news media that's putting that out there, like the Mexicans and Spanish people are the illegal immigrants. There's two types. There's people that's here without visas, and there's people that overstay their visas. Those are the illegal ones. They try to get licenses and identification, and they can't get it. But guess what? Guess what? They created a loophole for them, at least for the standard ID, not the real ID. They should keep all of it the same. Let them prove citizenship. Let me see your manager. Let me see your boss. Let me call the president. Let me call anybody who can give me another illegal goddamn document. Fuck you. Pay like you weigh or get the fuck out the country. Now you go back. You go back to wherever you're originally from. And then once you send all the Mexicans back, who's going to cut your lawns? Who's going to take care of your beautiful lawn care that you like to take big houses, massive acres, and just put greenery shrubbery on? Who's going to take care of that? Because clearly you don't, you won't, and you can't. So who's going to take care of your lawns? Who's going to fucking serve you your coffee? Who's going to clean all your buildings? Who? If you send the illegal immigrants back, or if you send people back to Mexico, or Puerto Rico is part of America, so Mexico. If you send them back, who's going to do that for you? And if you send the Haitians back, who's going to wipe your ass? Who? Them Haitians and foreign Africans, they don't mind cleaning your asses. These niggas do. Us, we, the people. The ones who fought for our equal rights and, the civil rights people. We're not wiping your ass. You can get that out your mind right now. So if you send the motherfuckers back, you want to be some stinking, rotten motherfuckers around here. Believe me, because we will not do it. You talk all of that shit like go back to your own country, okay? The country you done plundered and looted and robbed from, even the people. You're talking about go back. And once they go back, who's going to do all your fucking business? Who's going to provide you all of these services once they go back? Don't you know pretty much every fast food restaurant is pretty much all foreigners? Don't you know when they out here cleaning your lawns and shit, making sure the grass look nice? Excuse me, they're all foreigners. Don't you know that? Don't you know most of these nursing homes is pretty much Africans and Haitians? Who's going to do that shit for you? Because we got out of the cotton picking business, okay? We got out of that. Who's going to do that? And if we stop using your hospitals and everything else, who will you get to do that shit for? Because most of you people is on opiates. And I'm not saying all of you, but I'm saying a lot of you. I'm about to crack my egg and eat it. Like you be telling people, go back to wherever they from. Okay, if they go back, you motherfuckers are gonna be in a whole lot of trouble, because everybody ain't out here doing what they doing. Believe me. So you should watch your mouth. You should keep it closed. Y'all's children want to be out here fucking using dope and shit. You feel me? Really dying to life. We might go to prison, but y'all be out here using that motherfucking hardcore narcotic, okay? And when you're working in a hospital, you're stealing all of those narcotics. Come on, man. Who you talking to? Don't ever try it. And making people a part of your sick ass rituals and shit. Killing people for money, the filthy lucre. Come on, man. It's like, who gonna take care of you? Who is gonna take care of you? And all of those people leave. Are you thinking clearly? Miss, I hope you pull your child out of that fucking school, man. I'm sorry you had to endure that. I'm sorry for any goddamn black person that gotta really be subjected to that type of bullshit, especially the ones out here doing the right thing, you know what I mean? Like, how dare you, you clown, looking like somebody's motherfucking Frosty the Snowman, jolly goddamn happy-go-lucky, looking all crazy and shit. When I first seen that picture, I bust out laughing. I was like, you can't be serious. So tonight, me and my sister, we're going to discuss the first podcast. We even might do it. I don't know if she set it up, but God damn it, we're going to talk about a whole lot of shit. She's a married woman. I'm a single woman. And we're going to talk about single women hanging out with married women. But I can tell you right now, it's normally the married women be off to his up. Like, oh my gosh, sis, you said that. Don't say that. But she made a good sentence. She was like, I was like, you don't regret being married? She was like, no. I was like, good for you. Because some people regret being married. Like, damn, I'm married. But she don't. And she's so full of life and happy. Her and my bro, they be doing shit with their family, a lot of outings. They be having fun. Like, you know what I mean? They're one big, blended, happy family. Oh, today is macaroni and cheese day. I got to come back. I'm going to go do my walk, guys. And then I'm going to come back and set it off. I'm making some chicken, I think string beans. And I was going to do collard greens, but I could do string beans, chicken. I could do collard greens. I'm going to do collard greens. Every time I get a wine glass up in here, I always break it. So I'm going to do collard greens, and I'm going to do chicken, and I'm going to do macaroni and cheese. Nice egg. Getting out here. I'm going to this do my walk, get in the shower. I'll tell you something. I don't have no problems with life, man. I'm happy. I'm like Jose from the Kwame Brown show. Jose was like, fuck you bitches. That's how I am. You understand? Like, I might be whatever, but I'm happy. I'm happy. You understand? I don't have no problems with anybody. I ain't walking around here talking about call the police on a motherfucker because he want to come over here and pick up his goddamn child's curriculum and everything. Man, people make me sick. It's all a game. It just seems like entertainment is the worst of them all. But I'm gonna get off of this goddamn computer and I'm gonna study. I'm supposed to be studying, but I'm just not with it, guys. I don't care. We have to sometimes say, you know what? I'm not with it. I don't care. I'm not feeling that. You understand? Shit. You have to all go along to get along. You should be able to say, I don't like this, or I'm struggling in this, or I'm not going to do this. So I always cut the ends off of my sausage because I don't like it. I'll eat it, but I don't like how it drapes over my sandwich. I'm going to put some barbecue sauce on this. Go out here and walk. Get me a coffee. This is why I stay like thick, because I eat. So I'm like, I'm not just trying to be skinny. Yeah, I eat. Mm. I told you I was gonna go get them Philly steak cheese sausages. I surely did. About to hook my sandwich up, guys. Salute to Boosie and all the brothers out here. Kwame Brown, the baby, every man out here that's really riding. Sister Angela Stanton King, that's like, hey, listen, our black men, we need to preserve the black man, the strong masculine man. I don't care what color you are, god damn it, preserve them. Why do gays get to just be all over the board? I want to be with a single black strong man. You understand? Not that a gay man is not strong, but that's not my preference. But I'm fight for the survival of the black man or any man. You know? Better. People don't think that black people can become extinct. People, when they start telling you what you can and what you cannot do and what category you fit in and who you are to be, you better be careful. You better be careful. You're losing rights every day. Right in front of you with a smile. Like they say, why they be distracting us? They be making laws, and I always believe that when we look up again, the law is out. You can't even protest it. And then, you're supposed to be finding out what your congressman is doing. You feel me? What your congressman is doing. I'm connected to some of the political channels like Forbes. I watch, Forbes News, and a lot of White House briefings, because we need to know how these laws is going to affect us. We need to be reading the fine print, because people who is representing us, they're just there. They're not representing us. Because I heard a brother say on Kwame Brown's show how the lottery is supposed to be helping the schools. So what they help is fund the schools, the school program, the school funding for the teachers, basically. Is that what we pay into millions of dollars for the lottery to do, to keep hiring all of these teachers? Come on, man. Their budget, the teachers' budget. I'm going to look that up too. And he said they do give them back, but like $10. Come on, man. Once once I find out all of these systems, I don't care. I know is one person ain't gonna stop anything, but I'm gonna try. One person's gonna stop contributing to these damn programs if they are not helping our children. What's the point of paying taxes and shit's all fucked up? You know what I mean? Your kid can't get a quality education. Come on, man. And then I could believe that because the government is like it was something else I was reading that it just didn't make no sense with the government. You know what I mean? Another system that you pay into and you're not getting the benefits and the rewards of. That didn't make no sense. But it was a government system. And that's why our schools don't have shit in there because it's all of these systems created just to pay back into another system. And that's how I always felt like welfare was like that. Like, okay, they give you the check, they give you the housing, but now you're paying a third of that check into the housing that the government owned. It's just being recycled back into the same system. You know what I mean? It's really not there to benefit you. That's why when people be like, I don't want that stimulus check. I don't want my 40 acres and a mule. I be like, listen to it. And it always be the older ones, the stupid older ones. It's a group of old people here. They with the old school system. Shh, you better not say nothing. Shh, keep that. Don't say nothing. They look at you when you start speaking out. So they march just to stop asking for rights. I don't get it. It's mostly the old ones. They don't never stand for shit. When Dr. Martin Luther King died, so did a whole lot of other motherfuckers. They went brain dead and the rest of the other ones sold out. Because anytime you don't have the elders backing what is right, something is wrong. You would think that all of those people that get out here and do the right thing, or like you would think that some of the elders would be pushing harder. And they should, because those are mostly the church community. But you know what? They be right along with the church. See nothing, say nothing, hear nothing. Huh? Monkeys. They be right along with the church. Following pastor, who's content with robbing the people and going to his big ass house, driving his big ass luxury car. Pastor. And they get mad at you because you got sense. You don't see shit their way. Or they content with living a lie. You have 50, 60, 30. You could tell the good parents. That guy Dante, he has good parents, Kwame Brown, he had a good parent. It could be a 2-parent household or a single-parent household. As long as they're teaching you the foundations, or you around a good group of people, the elders in the family, aunties, and everybody got their eyes on you, your kid grow up probably be more successful. The more family involvement, the better off the kid will be. But if your parents are weak or that woman is weak, weak in the sense of they don't set no foundation. They try to go along and get along. They want to be with the in crowd. Weak in that sense. Weak in that sense where they see you hanging out with the wrong motherfuckers and they still allow it. Almost like Dr. Polite or Brother Polite type situation. That man had 7 wives. A lot of them women have children. But he still got caught up in a bad, fucked up situation. Weak women. I'll get that. Weak women. You understand? Weak dad. Go on, be out there. I don't always agree with Charleston White, but he do make a lot of points. And you got to peep game. And you got to admit, some people, man, they don't want to do right. We're not going to save all. See, the Lord answered me because he told me the reason some people don't want to be around me is because I might affect them with my ideology. You might affect a person who is lost with your ideology, showing them the right way. You know? But what I say, shit, if you try everything bad under the sun, you might as well try some good shit under the sun. Period. Goodness always led me. Goodness always led me. When I got ready to make concrete moves out here, I always went for good, sound things to do in this life. Once upon a time, I was lost too. I was without Jesus, without the truth, without the light, without the way. Sometimes you have to discipline yourself. This juice tastes really good. I want to drink the whole thing, and I damn near did. So I done got myself a glass and a half. Salute. A glass and a half of the damn orange juice. Because it's truly a difference between a person not knowing and a person rejecting what they know, the truth. you know. And one of Baby's songs, I really listened to these lyrics. And he said, buy a phone before, no, he said, buy a knife before you buy a phone. Lifers should get phones. They need to just give those people phones in the jail. If their people's going to pay for them and give them phones and pay their bills, let them people have phones, especially the lifers. But the reason Baby said that, and that's little Baby, is because he said his friend went to jail and he got killed inside of the jail. He didn't even make it home. He said he died in a place that was supposed to save him. Jail do not save, baby. Jesus saves. Jail will never, ever save you. Jail is just a place of darkness amongst all criminals and everything like that. Anything you can name in there for breaking the law. And they all is black, mostly, predominantly black or Spanish, with a few sprinkles of other races. They claim that, I think there's more white people for white collar crimes of the pen. Basically bank robbing and stealing and all of that shit. But I said that to say this. I know another kid too who went into the prison system over there in South Bay in Massachusetts and never came out. Word life. I said they beat him to death. The security or the COs or whatever the fuck they are over there, that's the word on the streets, allegedly. He was a young dude too. He was messing with this white girl. He was abusing her, I heard, allegedly. Probably ran up into one of her peoples over there. And they killed him. The bottom line is he was doing 1 year and he never came home. He never left that prison. I always say to the Lord, Lord, thank you. Let me get out of every car I got into and walk out of every house that I walked into, because not every house you're going to leave. You don't have to always be doing something wrong. You heard? Not every car. I thought that before. You have to be sinning for these types of things to happen, but the good old Lord have showed me otherwise and different. Be careful out here, guys. You know what I mean? Be careful. Use the brain the good Lord gave you. And you know what? In a few more minutes, I'm gonna wrap this up. Thank you for having breakfast with me. Y'all have a great day. I'm about to get in the shower. I'm about to wash this green clay off of me, and I'll show y'all how my skin looks. And let this go for a few more minutes. Let me see.